In this video, we're going to cover how we have redesigned the Shopify product page for the higher conversion rate. We are going to discuss all the 10 things that we have changed for the higher conversion rate and better profitability. And if you own an e-commerce store, this video is going to be highly useful for you because you're going to get some advices that you can apply to your Shopify store to increase how much you profit from it. So the first thing that we have here is that we have reorganized the header part. You can see the header part before and after. The big thing is that you don't need like this big header at all. You don't need all these things at the top. And you don't need like your search bar expanded like it is in this store. The thing is that you can squeeze that down and have a mega menu button, and what you will achieve by that is more real estate so that you can pull your more important informations above the fold, and therefore your visitors get to see these important things earlier in their customer journey and a higher percentage of them buy the product for you. And you don't need these things like press and wholesale and contact. You should put things like bestsellers, new arrivals, categories, bundles, and all these things that are related to the exploration of your products so that your visitors can see other products as well and increase your average order value. Then the next thing that we have done here is this sliding bar at the top, which communicates what's the value proposition, what are the things that you're going to deliver to your customers. You can also place some of the trust signals here, like what's the shipping time, if you have the refund policy. We have seen like a huge increase in conversion rate when you have these things because they are the first thing that your customers see. They can navigate between these and therefore you get to explain them what they will get and therefore you increase the conversion rate. Then the next thing that we have here, you can see how they have had these arrows here. It's a good thing that they at least have it, but it's way better if you can incorporate these as chevrons like we did here, and therefore you will have again more real estate on your product page. So we have squeezed down this part and now it looks even better and it's easier to navigate because you have these arrows here and you have these arrows here. So it's just like very easy to navigate so your customers get to see more images and therefore they buy the product for you. This is very important if images are an important factor in making the decision to buy from you. Then the next thing that we have done here is the social proof. You can see we have added this star widget rating. You always want to have this above default. When people see other people buying from you, you will decrease their perceived risk. They will start believing more that they will benefit from your product and you will increase your conversion rate because that's how the human brain works. When they see other people being satisfied with your product, they will think that they will be satisfied as well. So this is very important thing. Then the next thing that we have done here, you can see how they have had like a very long product description here. What we have done here is we broke it down into just a few benefit checkpoints with the icons, because when you have the icons and text, your visitors process the information way more easier. And when you have this long text, people just don't like to read long text, and especially if they come from social media, they have their brain off and they just want to relax on social media. So you want to make your content as easy as possible to consume, and more people will consume it. And if more people consume it, more people will understand what you want to say and more people will buy from you. So very important thing. It's a really good thing that they have this pay in 4 installments just below the price, which is what we have incorporated here as well. So that really helps with decreasing the perceived loss. So how much it feels painful to buy from you, because it's more painful to buy it at one price than it is to buy it in 4 installments. So that's really good thing. Then the next thing, and this is a huge one, you can see how their add to cart was just too weak, not solid, doesn't stand out, and they have had 2 buttons in here, which is not good. You want to have one single most important button on your product page, which is the add to cart. And what we have done here, you can see how our add to cart button just stands out. The color contrast is the black, so you can't really miss it on the product page. And there's really no need for the dynamic checkout because people will start thinking, should I proceed with this button or this button? You can have the dynamic checkout button in the checkout. But for now, on the product page, we want to have one big solid button that will stand out and make them proceed with their purchase. Then we have added these trust signals. They have a pretty fast delivery, but it's nowhere on their product page. We have stated that it's California based, it's eco-friendly shipping, something that is important for this persona. And therefore you get to communicate these things and people trust you more. And if more people trust you, more people will place the order with you. Then the next thing that we have done here, we have this upsell here. This should be something that's related to the product that you're selling. And if it's related, people will add it to the cart because it pairs well with the main product that they're looking at, and you will increase your average order value, and therefore you will increase how much you profit from your Shopify store. You also have this add to cart button. They can just click on it and it will be added to the cart. Then the next thing, because description and all these things are kind of important for the skincare brands, we do have the description, but it's organized in the tabs like this. this. So this saves once again real estate, and you will also see by your heat maps which of these is most clicked, so you can know what you should emphasize more on your product page. Then just right below it we have frequently asked questions. Because this is a skincare brand, people have a lot of the questions when they land on the product page. You want to address these questions as soon as possible so that they're left with no more questions, and the only logical step is to place the order with you. Then just below it they have as featured in, and the thing is that this brand has been featured in all these things, but they don't mention it at all on their product page. They do mention it on their homepage, but if you're driving traffic directly to your product page, you want to mention that on your product page as well. So we have these things here as a trust and credibility signals, and therefore once again people are going to trust you more and believe that they will benefit, because if mentioned by all these companies, that means you're a credible company and are likely going to help them with improving their life. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you'd like to receive my free conversion rate optimization trainings, click the link down below and watch the next video that will help you with increasing your conversion rate and the profitability of your Shopify store.